Again, he has not been the most consistent. Operator bans are in. A Zofia ban. That is a bit abnormal. We don't... does seem to be the name of the game here, but nice pick by J9. The smoke is Iconic, who gets torn to shreds, and finished off by Yeti, who's putting up a really nice piece of work in the final of them. It's going to allow Astralis to move uncontested up, but Hot and Cold swings through the now ejected mirror window. Down goes Fultz to the Montaigne Forest. Smoke. Now there goes the rest of the mirror window. Hot and Cold swung on by Shuttle. I don't think they knew he was in there. Bosco to try and salvage the round, and now Yeti gets one too, but he gets punished by Iconic. All sounds that will be heard by Astralis as they sit pretty in DP fire, knows he's coming, and gets the kill. Astralis. Within 45 seconds, 3 people laid to rest, and now the Mute will join as well. DMR bucked so much damage, and Shuttle is putting it to good use from above 2 picks, and the pacing is just all over the place. There's an avenue to get away, but Iconic does not allow Rampy to escape, and Astralis gains the lead.
Decide to give up the roam clear 2 minutes. Iconic, he just stops the hatch into side and injures his teammate. This is not a winnable round, and it will not be. Impacts get tossed out, fire at the ground, and of course, Fultz will flank the ball.
J90 vaults right in. Fultz decides to gamble it, gets the pick onto J90. There's another down by the hallway.
Nice shot.
They're just snapping necks and cashing checks. Rampy goes down to Forest. This is the same. Have to watch where he walks, but things are going to get pretty dicey. Fultz a big round, and again, that DMR really does hit like a truck. Iconic walks in, a weaker DMR in his hands, cannot to have returned to form. Shuttle's position is given away, and then he's finished off by Yeti, as we talked about. On your hands. Bosco in, planting amidst the smoke in a safe position. A Nitro Cell could come out, but it won't. Space Station sweeping through Astralis. Chain annotation away on Repel. Forest inside a lobby, stopped, and, well, he's picked apart by the pitter-patter of Yeti. This will be a flawless finish to the very first round for Space Station. Iconic can't do anything, by the way, in Space Station. And there goes a Candela and a hop in very quickly on. Yeti capitalizing off of it, breaking double digits. Looking for more. Astralis falling by the wayside. Iconic the only kill, but Yeti, as they drop like frogs through the hatch. Yeti a 4K.
And because Bosco's on the Thermite, they can even take server. A nice drop from Rampy. Gets one. That's the room clear.
First blood in this entire match. And they're just going to feed themselves to Fultz at this J90. Here comes the pain! Hot and Cold brings it right in this round. 1 minute to go. And Iconic is just going to go and try to get a pick for posterity's sake. But it ends flawlessly for Space Station. Good Lord, we just attended a funeral.
Still looking at going to SI. Still looking at probably having the points they need to do that. But no doubt we got Yeti standing by over in Vegas to chat with us. You know, Yeti, how's it going? Sometimes you just kind of roll over them. You know, it was a fast, quick match. Congrats on the win. I kind of want to ask you about Astralis, though. I mean, we know there's a ton of good players on that team. In your opinion, what's going on with that team right now?
I mean, I think the funny thing to say would be they're saving strats for invite because they already qualified for it.
Sure.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, like, they don't need these points. They'd basically just be playing to win for their own, like, legacy, if you will. But, like, I mean, it's a stage. A lot of teams have bad stages. I mean, look at OXG. Look at Sonic Stage 1 this year. It happens. I mean, they're all great players, and they all have really competitive mindsets. So I don't think it's, like, anything to harp on too hard.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I wanted to deep dive a little bit about your open area defenses. You played the first time in round number 3. You guys got kind of rolled over very fast. It wasn't the greatest of rounds for you. Then you ran it back in round 6. You made some adjustments. Can you talk a little bit about what you wanted to change from rounds 3 to 6 to make open area a bit of a better site for you guys?
I would say maybe give Bosco a more like aggressive operator, so that way if they do try to hit site, he has a better gun, and just a more like maneuverable operator, so he can like move around inside the bomb site. Open has a lot of like natural cover that the map like delivers by itself. So you know, being a 3-speed compared to a 3 armor there, you know, can be the difference in winning or losing a round. And then us bringing some more traps and more mobile operators on the top floor, just in case they want to hit other parts of the map, so we can rotate more quickly and stuff like that. But I think it's the only changes we made. I think I went like Frost, and then Nate Rampy took Oryx instead of Castle, and we dropped the Pulse.
So you guys have been struggling a little bit on the attacks in the past, but today's attacks, I think, were the cleanest bank attacks I've seen in a very long time. What has changed? Like, what was the what's changed basically?
I think it's a little map dependent. I mean, we've played a lot of Cafe this season. When we played Border, our attacks were pretty decent. Chalet, I think, to everyone's surprise, has kind of changed the way it's played a lot. So that map can be deceivingly defender-sided right now. Even in scrims, you've seen similar results to what we had with Mirage, where it's been defender-sided. And then Bank, I feel like, is pretty balanced. I feel like he can go either way. For us, it's like, I feel like it's a very 50-50 map. Like, our defenses and our attacks are about on the same level on that map. And then Cafe, I think that map is just really hard to attack sometimes. Like, that map can just be a pain.
Well, speaking of attacks, everyone knows that you guys are really fond of running Ying, yet the ban that comes from Astralis is Zoph instead, which means Saban is still up and plenty of other operators are still there, and Ying is probably like a primary reason for why you were able to win those attacks so effectively. What was your reaction when you saw that, and why do you think that was what they went with?
I don't know if you guys saw this on stream, but when the game started, they banned Zofia. I looked at Call Out, and I laughed like, you guys love Ying up? And I laughed at him. And here we are.
Nothing more needs to be said. I mean, getting the win, Space Station crushing it today. Congrats, Yeti, on the victory. Good luck next week, and thanks for chatting with us.
Thank you so much. You guys have a great day.
As well.
You too.